following program is sponsored by Michael W. Smith. The views expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Phoenix, Arizona, Brother Mike is back on the radio. Welcome to Lust Demons Week on HardcoreChristianity.com. Thanks for tuning into the program. Please call somebody else to tune in. Every show this week is wild. Today's Bible study, Night Stalkers. Sleep paralysis. Have you ever had sleep paralysis? Okay, about to fill you in. Welcome to the program. This is Brother Mike. I'm the professional counselor at the Arizona Deliverance Center. We're downtown on 15th Avenue, just south of Osborne Road. It's a red brick building. If you go to our website, hardcorechristianity.com, you'll see that we have 2 live services every week, Thursday and Friday nights at 7 o'clock Arizona time, 7 o'clock Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Both these services are broadcast live on our streaming channel, youtube.com/House of Healing AZ. When you go to the website, please get the information for our Wednesday night Zoom deliverance service, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Brother Rick and the ministry team are booming. Please remember to hit the PayPal button and send us another donation as you have for the last 20 years. Sister Karen is on the home page of the website. She'd be happy to list your house for sale. She loves working with born-again Christians. Don't forget about the free seminars on the website and my monthly deliverance training class, the 4th Saturday of every month at noon in the small sanctuary. Do you need a religious exemption to get out of the demonic satanic jab? Send me an email, Mike at hardcorechristianity.com. Mike at hardcorechristianity.com. I'll send you the religious exemption out ASAP. Do you know somebody who wants to come to the Deliverance Center but they can't because they don't live here? No problemo. Send me an email, Mike at hardcorechristianity.com. I will send you the miracle list, the step-by-step guide to freedom that works 100% of the time. Night Stalkers. Night Stalkers are spirits that come to you at night. They're usually fear spirits or they're usually lust demons, 90% of the time. These demons attack you at night and you develop what we call in the counseling or psychology field sleep paralysis. You kind of wake up, sort of, and you can't move, and you know somebody's in the room, you sense it, you're afraid. Sometimes you wake up, someone's fondling your genitals, someone's laying next to you, someone's laying on top of you, someone's hovering over you. Something of that nature is happening. You can't break free, your body's paralyzed, you are scared. You finally get out the words, Jesus, something of that nature, and the sleep paralysis breaks, snaps. And you're sitting there scared in your bed. You're sitting there going, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I had a nocturnal orgasm. I had a spontaneous ejaculation. Something happened to you. Your body's trembling with fear. You've got anxiety. Something happened to you. Well, what happened to you that night? The Night Stalkers came to visit you. You got attacked by a spirit, and you suffered sleep paralysis. It's 100% real. It's 100% demonic. You're not imagining it. It's actually happening. What's happening is that the spirits on the outside of your body are communicating with and cooperating with the spirits on the inside of your body, and therefore you developed sleep paralysis. Now check out the great prophet Isaiah. Isaiah is the most important book in the Old Testament for Christians because it's got most of the incredible prophecies about Jesus that are absolutely outstanding, to say the least. They're just unreal, great. But in Isaiah chapter 34, something very interesting about Night Stalkers. Here it is. The great prophet is spelling out judgment on the enemies of God. And here's what he said, quote, "Thorns shall come up in her palaces, nettles and brambles in the fortresses. It shall be a habitation of dragons and a court for owls. Okay, these are symbolic for demons. Translation, demons are going to take over the entire country. It says, quote, the wild beasts of the desert shall meet with the wild beasts of the island. The sa'irs shall cry to their fellows. The screech owl shall also rest there and find for herself a place of rest. Now the screech owl in Hebrew is the Hebrew word lalith. And these lalith demons were lust demons that attacked women in bed at night back in the day, 3,000 years ago. They called them lalith spirits, and they would attack the woman in bed at night, and they would sexually assault her. They would have intercourse, fondling, rape, different things like that. The sa'irs in this verse, in the King James Bible, it's spelled S-A-T-Y-R, sa'ir in Hebrew. Those were lust demons that looked like half the body was a male human and the other half of the body was like an animal. It's where we get our traditional Bigfoots from. The concept of Bigfoot is fake. It's not real. There is no such thing as Bigfoot. It's a sa'ir. It is a demon from the woods, demon from the forests. Sa'irs came out of the forests back in the day. This is the tradition of what they did. Sa'irs came out of the forest and they assaulted women and men. Lalith spirits also assaulted women and men. They're lust demons. Usually the Sa'irs assaulted women. Usually the Lalith spirits assaulted men. They would give them lust dreams, sleep paralysis, spontaneous ejaculations, all kinds of things like that. Let me give you a quick example of how these demons work. A Sa'ir used to visit at night Anna Nicole Smith. Anna Nicole Smith was massively infected with lust demons. They eventually murdered her and her son. And here's what she said. Here's a quote, okay, of Anna Nicole Smith when she lived in Houston. She said, quote, a ghost would crawl up my leg and have sex with me at an apartment a long time ago in Texas. I used to think it was my boyfriend. One day I woke up and it wasn't. I was freaked out, but then I was like, well, you know, he's never hurt me and he just gave me some amazing sex, so I have no problem with it. When she said that, I have no problem with it, she opened a door of permanency in the spirit world, and this Sa'ir spirit had legal rights to take her and led her through the rest of her life, as you well know, with staggering amounts of fornication, bisexuality, and adultery. She was a serial sex addict. She went through the Playboy system, the Playboy system was super sex. That wasn't just lust demons there. There were entities in the Playboy system that were so powerful it was unbelievable. Hugh Hefner himself was completely demon-possessed and was a massive, I'm talking about massive sex addict. He may have been the number one sex addict in the history of the United States. This guy was so sick, it was beyond belief. He raped so many women and had sex with so many women and drugged so many women for anal sex. It was absolutely unbelievable. The stories about Hugh Hefner are incredible. Well, Anna Nicole Smith went through that Playboy system, of course, and she was massively infected with Sa'irs. Okay? Now, this sleep paralysis situation that these demons cause, if you have had sleep paralysis in the past or you're still having it, you need to go through deliverance. 602-636-5800. You need to contact me immediately. If you're a born-again Christian, there's no charge for counseling services. But back in the Old Testament, 3,000 years ago, there is a description of sleep paralysis, demonic sleep paralysis, It's a perfect description. It's in Job chapter 4. One of Job's friends testified about his sleep paralysis. Listen to this. Quote, "A thing was secretly brought to my ear in thoughts from the visions of the night when deep sleep falls on men. Fear and trembling came upon me, which made my bones to shake. Then a spirit passed before my face, and the hair on my flesh stood up. I couldn't discern the image. There was silence. Then I heard a voice." Here you have, in Job chapter 4, a perfect description, or near perfect description, of demonic sleep paralysis. This spirit hit this guy at night, just before REM sleep, or just as they started to doze off, or just before you wake up in the morning. That's the normal periods of time when these demons attack you. And they attack your body, they freeze you. You can't move. You're awake, you're semi-awake, you know there's something wrong, and you're trying to shake out of it, and you're trying to get up. And sometimes you hear a voice, sometimes you hear a whisper, sometimes you can feel a presence sit down on your bed, sometimes you can feel a presence laid down beside you on a bed, sometimes you can feel them touch your genitals or move over on top of your body, sometimes you can feel them just standing at the foot of your bed. You look up and there's a shadow figure or something standing at the foot of your bed. These are Lilith spirits. These are Sa'ir demons. They could also be fear spirits if you've been involved in witchcraft. They also cause sleep paralysis. But here you can see what's happening with these lust demons. This is Lust Week on Hardcore Christianity. Every one of our shows this week is exposing demons of lust. If you are having problems with sleep paralysis, or you used to have sleep paralysis when you were dating a certain person or living with a certain person, you picked up a Lilith spirit. You picked up a Sa'ir spirit. Mostly it happens with women. Statistically, sleep paralysis occurs Anna Nicole Smith style. It occurs mostly with women, but it also occurs frequently with men. If you need to be delivered, 602-636-5800. I've seen thousands of people over the years delivered from lust demons. This is what God is calling you, to be healed and to deliver others who are consumed with lust.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program was sponsored by Michael W. Smith.